Live from Dodger Stadium, MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. It's the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Alongside my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Chompy. Thanks for joining us here. And a lot riding on this one as these teams meet for Game 2, Chris.
And the series started out like you might expect. The home side taking care of business in Game 1, but this game today is going to reveal a lot about what this series will become. Will it be a battle for 6 or 7 games, or will it be a walkover? Those are the questions that we start getting more clarity on after Game 2.
I have a feeling it's going to be a good one, Chris. This should be fun. First pitch coming your way next. About to get started here, and today's starter, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Going to be hard to top his last start, Singy.
He was outstanding. Complete game shutout. He got some great support from his defense. He's got the swing and miss stuff. Everything working for him. We'll see if he's got it today.
Ready to go now, and stepping in is the speedy Bryson Stott. The wind of the pitch. Going 1.
0-1.
First pitch, 7:06.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
And the righty deals. Foul tip into the mitt, struck him out.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when with 2 strikes you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Wouldn't chase that time. Yamamoto, the rookie of the year from a year ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, a cutter, a curve, and he works in a 2-seamer. Two balls, no strikes to count. 1 out, base is empty. Just missed. That one finds the zone, and the count is 3-1.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Out to short, Betts. 2 quick outs at the top of the first here tonight. And time now for the Phillies lineup. And the key to victory for them here, get their starter some run support early.
Boog, if they can get him that run support early, it's likely the other team folds because they know how dominant he can be once he gets settled in. So put pressure on that other team right away. Jump out to a lead early, and a few runs is going to feel like 30.
Here's Turner now. And a foul ball. Two outs, base is empty. Up the middle. Throws to first. And the Phillies are set down in order. Down quickly go the Phillies. And now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. This is the National League Championship Series on the show. Back here in L.A. and towing the slab here, Aaron Nola. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
He's someone you can rely on to provide quality innings in almost every one of his starts, Boog. He knows how to command the mound. His stuff is good, and sometimes it's even better than good. If he gets off to a fast start, look out. It could be a tough day for this lineup.
Bottom of the first. And now here's the Dodgers designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. Ball one, no strikes.
Nola's a guy that can rack up a lot of strikeouts throughout the year, Boog. He's got multiple seasons with 200-plus Ks and a pitch arsenal that leaves most hitters frustrated as they walk back to the dugout.
He was late there, strike one.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Boom. Throws on to first. One up, one down. Here's the Dodgers lineup now. And with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
Boog, you have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put him in a situation where he can get the W, but also you guys can cruise to the finish line and not have to worry about a comeback in the end.
0-2 now as he swings through it.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. Freddie Freeman up to the dish.
Freddie Freeman.
And that's outside. Ball one. Two outs. The hit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
1-1.
And another ball. The wind of the pitch. Fouls one off. 2-2. Kicks and fires. And a swing and a miss. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. On to the second now from Dodger Stadium. No score. All set for the start of the inning. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here.
Kyle.
I'm so glad Yamamoto made the move to Major League Baseball. He's one of the most decorated pitchers to come out of Japan and finished his Nippon professional baseball career in style.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Facing elimination and pitching in Game 6 of the Japan series, Yamamoto pitched a complete game with 14 strikeouts and broke the series strikeout record held by Yu Darvish. What a way to go out.
Now 1-1. Left-hand batter waits. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. The drama always heightened in the postseason, and it leads to some really special moments. Got it by him for the K. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
And first offering is fouled off.
Well, one special postseason memory for me, Boog, was facing Pedro Martinez Game 5 of the ALDS in Oakland. And, man, hit a double off the wall. Great feeling for a guy who would eventually go into the Hall of Fame.
And that one in the air center field. As this one sized up, he makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Batting 6. The catcher.
JT Realmuto steps in.
Jacob Tyler Realmuto, he has quite the trophy case as a multiple-time All-Star, Silver Slugger, and Gold Glove winner. This guy's a great leader by example for his team.
2 down, nobody on. And that one pulled foul. Second inning here, no score. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. We head to the bottom of the second. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter.
The catcher, Will Smith.
And the right-hander back to work. On the ground to the left. Slings to first. That's 1 out, the bottom of the second.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Max Muncy.
Here comes Max Muncy. That one missed.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
And there's a strike on the outside corner, and the count 1-1.
Boog, one of our favorites, Jerry Hillsdale umpiring behind home plate in this one, pretty much by the book with his strike zone.
And because he's so by the book, you'll sometimes see pitchers questioning him. They'll make a good pitch on the edge of the zone, want the strike and not get the call, but most of the time Jerry gets it right. He's a good one. Fastball for a strike. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Well, he gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
Now this is in the air down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. 2-2. Set down on strikes. Fastball at the letters, frozen for strike 3. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Teoscar Hernandez, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. The pitch. And that's off the inside edge. And 1-1. Wouldn't chase that time. 2 outs. That one the other way and makes the play, and that's out number 3. Dodgers down in order. We'll move to the third with no score. And we're back on to the third inning.
The third baseman, Alex Bone.
As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. And a swing and a miss.
No balls, 1 strike.
Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Throw on to Freeman. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Batting it, the first baseman, Derek Hall.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Derek Hall. Fastball for a strike, and it's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
1 down, base is empty. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, pretty big contrast in that at bat. First couple of pitches down in the zone, and those are competitive pitches, so you have to respect it as a hitter. And then with 2 strikes, ran that fastball by him up high, and there was just no catching up.
And that one wrapped foul. Two down, nobody on. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. That one way inside. The pitch. Fouls it off, still 1-2. The pitch. And down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Phillies down in order, and we are still scoreless. As we go to the last of the third. Standing in is the power hitting second baseman, Miguel Vargas. The wind and the pitch. That's outside. And that is ball 1. That's down and in. Ground ball right side. He'll do it himself. One gone, bottom of the third inning.
Batting 8th, the right fielder, number 6.
Here's the rookie right fielder. This is another guy capable of hitting tape measure home runs. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. And a foul ball. Tried to hold up on the 0-2. Now a look down to third, and he held back according to Rusty Valentine. And now it's 1-2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout.
Well, that's pretty much the dream 2-strike curveball. If you're the pitcher, hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
Andy Pajes stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Pajes hitting 9th in today's lineup. And he's usually in right field, but today he's patrolling center. And a base hit right there. Around first, heading for 2. The throw into second, not going to get him. He's in there.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
So the lineup flips over. Next is the Dodger DH, Shohei Ohtani. First time up, he grounded to third. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Next pitch is outside.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Pajes rounds third, headed for the plate. He will score, and the Dodgers have the lead. 1-0.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here's Mookie to hit. Hard on the ground to first. He takes it on his own, What a play, inning over. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. It's now 1-0. Second game of the NLCS. This is Bryson Stott. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offensive side for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
0 balls, 1 strike.
The other way, and it goes just foul.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
The punch out there, and one gone.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Brandon Marsh. Strike one.
It's 0-1.
That clips a corner. One down, Phillies down a run. That one misses.
That's a ball.
And the count 1-2.
It's a good take.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Trey Turner at the plate. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. Just missed. And that's outside. And now 2-0.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
That one drifts inside. The Phils still looking for their first hit in this one. In for a strike. And the count is 3-1. Right through there for a strike.
Full count.
So Turner
Take your base, ball 4.
reaches base, and this is a guy with good speed.
You can stomach a 2-out walk to certain players, but with his speed, this guy out there in the base pass, it could turn into 2 or 3 bases.
Schwarber stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
No strikes.
Turner runs. Pitch is high. Safe at second with a stolen base. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
That one clips the outside corner. 2 balls and a strike. And another ball.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Yamamoto, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. At the belt and fires. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow. Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. He's 0 for 1. That's in there, and that's strike 1. The Phillies down by a run here in Game 2 of the NLCS. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Third out. Phillies leave a couple. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Ready to go. Bottom 4. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit.
The first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Here comes a pitch. And that one sliced foul. The wind to kick the pitch. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
0-2.
And ball 1.
1-2.
Wouldn't chase that time. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up. Well, he hadn't seen that changeup the entire bat until that put-away pitch, and it's pretty tough to deal with as a hitter. You're up there battling, trying to read and react with 2 strikes, and then all of a sudden the pitch comes out of nowhere, and it's a good changeup. It's just almost impossible to hit it when you haven't seen it.
The batter now will be Will Smith. First pitch just misses. Base is empty, 1 away here in Game 2. That one a little bit high, and the count is 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
And misses inside.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Righty to the plate. And that's in for a strike. A little out front there as he swings through it. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. That's the 2nd out. Muncy digs in. Struck out looking his first time.
Matt Muncy.
And a good eye there. Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And downstairs. Next offering is in for a strike.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
That one at the knees for a strike. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, but they still lead it 1-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium, we go to the top of the 5th, and up to the plate is JT Realmuto. Yamamoto back to work. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Hernandez hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, the third baseman, Alec.
Now the third baseman, Alec Bohm. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Off the mark there. 1-0.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
And that one fouled off. The Dodgers up by a run, and we're at the top of the 5th. That's a strike. And the count 1-2. High fly ball down the left field line. Hernandez sizes this one up and puts the squeeze on that one. And that quickly 2 away.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Derek Hall stands in for the Phillies. He was a strikeout victim his first time. That one off the mark, and it's 1-0. On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Phillies go down quietly in the inning. They still trail 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now Teoscar Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez.
And he deals. And that clips the inside corner.
0-1.
Just off the inside edge. And there's a foul ball. Here's a 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Good horizontal movement on that curveball right there, and just enough to get him to chase it. He placed it just off the corner, and that's one of those where a pitcher says if he's going to miss, he's going to miss off the plate. So really good job. Great pitch for the punch out.
Miguel Vargas steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swings through that.
0-1.
And the pitch. High chopper to third. Boom. Throws on to first. Home man for the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
Number 6.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the right fielder.
Not only can he hit the cover off the ball, he's got a great eye as well.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
No balls.
2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. That missed by a lot. And the count 1-2. And another ball.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
And that one upstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Andy Pajes to bat next. To the right side. And that one handled on to first. And the Dodgers are set down in order. Dodgers go down quietly, but they lead it 1-0. Top 6. And now for the Phillies, Julio Pablo Martinez. And a pitch. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. And a strike. Here's a 1-1. Fouled off. He was late. Got him. And now one away.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Next to hit, Bryson Stott. And the first pitch misses for ball one. And another ball.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
And a strike on the outside edge. The Phils hitless so far in the game. Fastball for a strike. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Some high cheese for strike three.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, in the double-digit strikeouts, he should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And though not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Brandon Marsh. That one pushed to the left and foul. Marsh, in his fourth year, 26 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2016. And that's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Inside, almost got him. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Swings and misses. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1, 2, 3. So he's through 6 no-hit innings now. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Phillies nothing. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here's a big power threat. Andy Pajes. This is a true 5-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. And that one just missed off the outside edge.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
Pitch misses, and it's 3-0. Hits for average power, the ability to field, the arm, and then the speed. Really impressive. And he walked him on 4 pitches.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted in first base with a quick free pass.
The designated hitter.
Here's Shohei Ohtani.
Ohtani.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Pajes on at first, nobody out. Next offering is in for a strike.
That curveball's been a big pitch for him today. He's been able to get ahead in the count with it. He's also been able to use it to put guys away.
The next offering misses. Now 1 and 2. The pitch. And a swing and a miss. 1 out.
You know, variant speeds can be just as useful for a pitcher as movement. As you see right there, it really wasn't a great location. But the fact that the velocity change had the hitter off balance, and that's all you got to do sometimes.
Here's Mookie Betts. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. Because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat.
And he can't come up with it, but plenty of time to recover, and that's the second out. And now the first baseman, Freddie Freeman, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That one fouled off. The 0-1. And a swing and a miss.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
That misses the zone. Going to count 1 and 2. Freeman hits it in the air. And that will fall. The throw in, not in time. He's safe as a run scores.
Well done. Drives in the run. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Two outs, runner at first. Will Smith, the next to hit. Just missed. One run across in the frame so far here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss. And a count 1 and 1.
Strike.
Two outs. Late on that fastball.
1 and 2 is the count.
On the ground right side and foul ball. And the right-hander deals. Foul ball, still a 1 and 2 count. Right-hander kicks, deals in the dirt, and the count is even 2 and 2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
You got a full count.
Kicks and deals. Base hit, left center field. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
The third baseman, number 13.
And now it's Max Muncy.
Max Muncy.
First pitch misses. Two on, 2 outs. That misses. 2 balls, no strikes.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And the righty deals. Pitch is in for a strike, and it's 2 and 1.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Missed with a changeup, and that's ball 3. Teoscar Hernandez getting on deck circle. And that'll load the bases.
Pitch count's getting up there now, and not saying that's the reason for this walk, but this is the point in the game when every sign of wavering starts to get everyone's attention.
Hernandez.
That one hooked foul.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, you want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
Laboring here, about to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. Just outside. Now 1-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit, and it's 2-zip. You're watching the National League Championship Series on the show. Back here at Chavez Ravine, here's the shortstop at the plate, Trey Turner. Yamamoto back to work. And a curve is down and in.
Well, these Phillies just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today.
Throw on to Freeman. That's the first out in the top of the 7th.
Well, we're clearly at that point in this ball game with the no-no going that we're anticipating seeing some history. Those infielders right now, they are on their toes, expecting the ball to be hit to them.
Right side, and that chance handled. Whips it to first. And 2 away to start the 7th.
Now batting, the right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Still no hits on the board. 1 out away from taking the no-no into the 8th. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on.
Ball. 1-1.
Swing and a miss.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. And they're down 2-0. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Andrew Bellotti.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Miguel Vargas. You talk about the power and the speed together.
Well, we knew he was going to be a stud just coming up, making his way through the minor leagues, and quickly at this level, an impact player.
Movement in the bullpen. Gregory Soto, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Strom warming up as well. The pitch. And another ball.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
3-0.
Here's a 3-0. Foul ball. And a pitch. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
Now batting, number 6.
Now it's the right fielder. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
One down, base is empty. Flips the corner, and the count even at 1. Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. Swings through that one.
1-2 is the count.
Pitch misses, and it's 2-2. And that's in the dirt. On the ground to third. Into the outfield, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Now batting, center fielder.
And up
Andy.
next for Los Angeles, Andy Pajes. Moved to first, and he's back in safely. And that's a strike. Pitch out, but no action. Ball to strike. Wouldn't chase that time. Right-handed reliever. In the air, out towards left center. Marsh squeezes it.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Shohei.
Well, new pitcher will be the lefty Matt Strahm.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. 1 for 3. Here goes the runner. Strike in there. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Well, in the postseason, I'd say we see more teams playing for one run, trying to apply some pressure, and that's exactly the case right here. Speed on the bases, put him in motion, and it worked out. Now time to execute in the batter's box.
Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Swings and misses, struck him out. So a job well done from the Philly bullpen that time. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Phillies nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. We're at the top of the 8th. Here's the Phillies catcher, JT Realmuto. And this lineup is still hitless as we begin the 8th. Hit hard on the ground to short. And Realmuto is out. And he's now just 5 outs away. He's got a real shot at this thing.
Yeah, Boog, he is rolling just in one of those grooves where he looks pretty unbeatable today.
Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. And that's in for a strike. Misses inside. And the count even 1-1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Next offering way upstairs. And that one hit 97 on the gun. Here's a 2-2. Swing and a miss. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Hall up for the third time here. Watches that one miss. Late swing, foul to the left. The 1-1. This one in the air right field. Settles underneath it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth. Gregory Soto.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Now it's Mookie Betts. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout.
Mookie Betts.
And a pitch. And first offering is fouled off. Soto, multi-time All-Star. He features a sinker, a slider, a four-seamer, and he works in a changeup. Kicks and fires. Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
0-2.
Out of the bullpen for the Phillies, Jeff Hoffman.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Freeman in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball there. Pitch misses there, and the count is 1-2. Activity in the bullpen. Sir Anthony Dominguez appears to be getting loose. Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Smith at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one.
0-1.
Now, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Next offering is downstairs. Just off the outside edge. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the late stages of game 2. On the ground. Trey Turner gloves it. Whips it to first on the run. Yet he beats the throw. He's safe.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. Man at first, Max Muncy getting ready to hit. Edge of the zone, call the strike. It's 0-1. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Boom, drifts towards it. He makes the grab. That is the inning. On to the 9th we go, and a no-hitter on the line when we get back. Back here in L.A., all set to start the ninth in this one. Here's the center fielder, Julio Pablo Martinez. 3 outs from a no-hitter.
You can only imagine the nerves that some of the defensive players have right now. You got to have the mindset, I want the ball hit to me, but in front of that, you hope that.
Swings, and that's a base hit, and he breaks up the no-hitter in the ninth.
Oh, man, Boog, he got through 8 full innings, took the no-no into the ninth, and I really thought he was going to do it. But, you know, those last 3 outs can be so tough to get. But outside of that, he's been incredible to watch.
And here comes the Dodgers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Yoshinobu Yamamoto departs. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. Evan Phillips will take over here.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Stott in the box now. Take strike 1. Tying run at the plate. Swings through that one for strike 2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And that skips in the dirt.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
The tying run at the plate. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Left-hand batter waits. Pitch misses. 2-2.
That's a really good take.
And a swing and a miss. And he's gone for the 4th time tonight.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
Marsh swings through it for strike 1.
No balls, 1 strike.
And now the 0-1. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Drops into the glove, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, the shortstop, Trey Turner.
Last chance for the Phillies. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Trey Turner. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. He'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers get it done at home, taking games 1 and 2 of the series.
Great pitchers duel in this one. You get to a certain point where each pitcher is trying to outdo the other, go a little bit deeper into the ball game, and for these pitchers, it really came down to a few key at bats. This was a fun one to watch.
2-0 your final here in this one. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
Here now is our